What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something that I have never done before, and I'm very intrigued to see if you guys actually like this type of content. So from years ago, I have always recorded my Lords Mobile content, whether or not I was getting rallied or trying to do Gryphon pulls or solo trapping, things like that. I even used to record my chest openings on my phone because I always wanted to get really good drops, and I always wanted to have proof of it. So just the other day, I managed to find one of my old iPhones which had a lot of those screen recordings on it, and we're gonna do a reaction video today to one of the funnier ones that I have come across. I think this is really fun for me to kind of look back on and not only see how far I've come, but also see, you know, the little nitpick things that we can do now. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So as you guys can see, the quality on here is not the absolute greatest, so I'm super sorry if you're watching on a mobile phone. As you guys can see here, I'm in a guild called DXR. Oh my goodness, there's audio to this. I used to play with the sound on. I forgot. We're gonna leave the sound on for a second because, guys, I forgot I used to play with the sound on. It used to scare the absolute crap out of me, and I don't know why I just didn't turn it off. Especially with something like Gryphon trapping, where you're attempting to, you know, focus maybe a little bit more, or I don't know. But I remember when I first created this Gryphon trap with a couple of very good friends of mine, I was so nervous to try and do one of my first pulls, and it was so much fun. I miss it so much. I don't know what a Gryphon trap would kind of look like in today's Lords Mobile world for multiple reasons, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have to check in with Mr. Cha-Cha and see if he's done anything recently, because it would be really fun to bring one back out. I have I believe 1 or 2 tracker rallies on me right now. I'm looking around. I'm looking at the watchtower. I'm trying to see what everybody is sending at me, which is a lot of T2, which if you are going to be hitting a Gryphon trap and you don't want to be losing troops, you definitely don't want to be sending T4 or T5. A lot of people just say YOLO and do it nowadays, like what I have seen recently. Well, most recently, I should say. But we'll see what gets going here. It's a little bit quiet, in my opinion, like just looking at this, but we definitely have some more scouts coming in. It's so funny looking back at this because I recognize some of these names. Now, Y66, I remember them being buggers, is what I'm going to use the word. So, yeah, as you guys can see, if you look at how many resources I have out right now. Oh, we have some T4 marches coming in from this LH friend over here. He's sending full T4 marches. I'm just watching him being like, hey, send your leader at me, boy. So now we have another rally set. Oh, I'm going for the pull right now. As you can see, I have full purple gear. Little bit slow on that. Getting ready for the random because I was so nervous. Just trying to make sure I got it right as soon as I ported. And look, we got a cap. That's amazing. Super happy with that. Random reload again because, again, I'm nervous. Post my chords in chat. Put Anti on. Good job, Cass. What do we do? Go into heal? Atta girl. We only have 95.6 thousand wounded, which is why I love Gryphon traps, because it's, oh my god, they're super fun, guys. Look at the AI differences. It's amazing how far the game has come. Shaking like a leaf. I was petrified. This may have been my first like KVK pull. I want you guys to rally this dude. It is so funny reading back on this stuff, just remembering those moments. Like, listen to my sass right here, guys. I said, well, if you shitheads were paying attention, you know what I mean? This is something I did all the time as a Gryphon trap, and you see I have 4 different castle skins, and I would consistently change them. I would use the regular skin, I would use the owl, the pearl, the pink castle, and I would alternate between them whenever I was doing Gryphon pulls. I was constantly changing my name. Always had my nickname the same so everybody knew it was me in guild. Now, the one thing about Gryphon traps that people always bring up is that you're able to tell it's a Gryphon trap by the stats. And I absolutely am fully aware of that, but this was a new Gryphon trap at the time, and I wanted to try and kind of get around that in a way for people recognizing that it was me, or if I was switching guilds, which I also did very often. It was a lot of work to try and get things set up, but it was really fun and it really paid off. And another thing that I attempted to do was, if I was using the OG castle skin, I always tried to put like a lot of numbers in my name, make it seem like, you know, I don't know, that it was like a stagnant castle in a way that just had a bunch of resources out, or if it was a bank. So that's kind of what I did. Here I am changing my name. What am I changing it to? Food hyper? Ah! DXR Bank. I'm getting ready for another pull. Add a Z to everything and you're totally golden, guys. So as you can see, I pull up my bookmarks and you'll see I have Gryphon 1, 4, 3, 2, things like that. And I would actually have bookmarks for what I thought was the best spots for me to park myself if I was doing a Gryphon trap. So I would always look around the kingdom or ask people in my guild to kind of help me find a really good spot. Usually a lot of people would always pick islands and things like that, but you know, it really depended on kind of what mood I was in and how risky I was feeling. If I wanted people directly beside me, which obviously they drain your resources a lot faster if they are directly beside you, rather than if you're on an island or in the hive, things like that. So I'm just so nervous, guys. I changed my castle skin for the second time. Changing my name for the second time? Changing it back to Executie. Gryphon trap. See, they were calling it out. People always call it out. Some people care, some people don't. Some people won't hit it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you guys will see this is barely doing any damage to me whatsoever. So regardless if we had a bunch that were T2, we had a bunch like this guy send a lot of T4. Now this was by no means my best Gryphon pull that I've ever done. I definitely have more footage, and I'll see if I can get another one that we can review here as well. But this was definitely one of the funnier ones, I think, just based off of my reaction alone. But yeah, we definitely did a number on this. LH, I don't know how to pronounce it. Briones is how we'll say it. We had a couple of one troops as well, and what those one troop reports are from people actually assisting me and trying to get the bait. So we definitely needed a bait to try and get people to hit. But before we jump into the next Gryphon clip, I wanted to show you guys this, and I'm so happy I found this screenshot. This was the first time I was ever overlord, and I'll never forget it. I remember, you can see in guild chat, Yusuf was saying, "Look at this, Cass, I love it." And man, I'll never forget it. I don't know if you guys ever have like a core memory like this, but that was definitely it for me. I don't think this is ever gonna happen again, but you never know. We will never say never here, but I'll never forget this in GR, and it was super fun. So yeah, I'm very happy I found this screenshot. So if you have a core memory or remember your first time being overlord, make sure you drop it in the comments, and let's get to this next clip. So I have found another clip, and this one definitely gets me super excited. It is definitely a much better pull that I've found, and it is a shorter one. So I've already spliced it a little bit more. As you can see, I have a lot more resources in the castle, just from what you can see in this clip here. So this clip is about, I believe it's about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we'll just run through it. But I'm gonna pause as soon as we start the video because this pull is happening almost instantly. So as you can see already with the watchtower, there's 18 marches just from what we see here. That number is gonna go up a little bit, and there's no one troops in the watchtower. So at this moment in time, that was the most that this Gryphon trap had taken. So this was an amazing pull. I'm gonna pause as soon as we start the video, the recording here. That way you guys can see what my kills are and take a little bit of a closer look at what my gear was at this moment in time. So let's start the video. And let's pause the video. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is what I'm quote unquote baiting in. It's 337 million might, and there's not a lot of troops in it. So if you've never built a Gryphon trap before, basically all you're building is enough troops just so that you can hide in, I forget how many castles, but you need the maximum amount of marches. So I believe that's a total of, what is it, guys? 8? Somebody's gonna laugh at me for not remembering, but long story short, you're going to be hiding as many troops as possible. You need to pop a size boost, and that's all you need. So you don't need a lot of T2. You're mostly focusing on your T4, essentially. That has definitely probably changed. If we were going to attempt to do a Gryphon trap nowadays, I think it would definitely need to be altered. But like I mentioned before, we definitely should probably check in with the master of Gryphon traps, which is Cha-Cha. And if you haven't subbed to Cha-Cha on YouTube, make sure you go over there right now and sub to this man, because he has some amazing Gryphon trap content, which obviously not only inspired me, but kills Fury as well, who taught me how to build my Gryphon trap. So moving on, that little plug there, I'm sitting at 134 million kills right now on this account, and it's just about to roll over to 135. So let's keep that in mind. Let's say 135. Okay, I'm gonna leave the audio on, swap to real gear, boom, we're gonna pause it. Look at the gear, guys. Oh my goodness, when I saw it I was like, oh my god, this is my real gear on this account. And to be honest with you guys, what happened to this account after I decided to retire it as a Gryphon trap? It turned into a bank, and it is still a bank to this day. So it's hiding from everybody, but we might be able to crack it out again. And I cannot remember for the life of me of whether or not I did more upgrades to this account or not. You guys know that Dragon Talents and I do not agree, so it'd be very interesting. I think we're definitely gonna have to hop on this account very, very soon and get an update as to where things are and if I ever changed anything, because I genuinely do not remember, guys. I've had so many accounts and it's hard to keep track of. But long story short, all you can see here is one gold jewel sitting in that Frostwing sword, which is absolutely hilarious to see. Everything else I don't even think is purple jewels, if I'm being honest with you guys, but there's jewels in everything. So we're dealing with a whole purple set, and c'est la vie, that's all I can say. So moving on, here we go. Quickly, guys, so we're looking at the watchtower right now. It says 18, might be a little bit higher, might not be, because as you guys know, there's going to be marches that are already probably going to be hitting my castle, but it's going to make everything instantly hit. So we're going to see what we're going to end up with here. We're at 103 on the reports, but as you guys know, as I said before, you're going to see me stall on this on the bag page, and that's because when I click on the familiar skill for the Gryphon, it takes 6 seconds for my troops to come from wherever they are in the kingdom all the way to my castle. 6 seconds where I am petrified, just panicking. Okay, so I am sitting on that screen waiting to click on random relocate. I am not looking anywhere else other than that. I am just waiting for those pop-ups on the screen, and as you can see, I do exactly that. So we're changing our gear, we're popping that fam skill, then we are sitting on the screen immediately. So we have more notifications coming in. We hit random, everything's hitting the castle. No caps on this run, but we're at 141 million kills. So I would say that's a pretty good Gryphon pull for being a rookie in this scenario. So let's see what I do. Pop the ante. Good job, Cass. You did a good job with that one. We put a warding lamp on. I don't know why I'm going to change my name right away. Because I'm trying to be a jokester. I love that. That's definitely some Cass energy. Relocating, I don't care because I have Ante on. Putting on my fake gear. Changing my castle skin to be bougie. Good job. You're shielding right away. No need to not shield, to be honest. Smile, smiley face. Good job, Cass. Another good one. Okay, so that was a lot more fun than I thought it would be for me to kind of look back on these recordings with you guys. It makes me super happy to see, and it also gives me the itch to try and do it again in present time. I think it would be something that would actually honestly be quite difficult to pull off. Maybe we can try and brainstorm. And if you guys want to take a look at that account and see where it's sitting today, let me know in the comments. And if you did enjoy this and had some fun looking back on some of my recordings, and if you want to see more, just let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope everyone had an amazing KVK. Stay tuned for more amazing content. We'll see you later. Mwah!